Bailey Robinson, MEC champion. I mean, tell me about the run. You were neck and neck with that St. Pius girl, but you had a heck of a lead coming in. What happened there?
We hit the 2 mile mark, and all of a sudden, like, she just dropped back, and I just kept on the same pace and everything. It felt really good to run today and everything.
And there's a bit of strategery there where you're trying to keep some secrets there on times.
Yeah, we didn't share times. She was kind of mad at me. She kept asking, where am I at? And I told her where she was at, but I purposely didn't bring the times home to tell her. And we didn't talk about it the other day. So she was right there. She was actually seated third coming in, but they're all really close. Like, it was very doable. It was all the information I told her. So good day for that.
Absolutely. And, you know, when you had that lead, I mean, what was going through your head? It's been a while since Cameron's had an MEC champion, you know?
I was a little scared that the St. Pius girl was going to have, like, a huge kick at the end and just, like, all of a sudden pass me. But then we kept coming down this back hill, and I was like, okay, I don't even hear her footsteps. And I was like, well, we're done now.
And Wyatt, you know, medaling here at the MECs. This is your first year running cross country, is that right?
Yep.
And I mean, how do you feel? There's not a lot of people to get on the podium, especially their first year in any sport. How do you feel about your performance so far?
I'm feeling great. I think I'm doing really good for it being my first year. Better than most, I would say.
Drop time every week.
Just about, yeah.
I was about to say, and what's it like when you see a kid develop like this? So, I mean, this is the MEC. That's not a lot of chumps here, so it's kind of like
Maryville, Savannah, they're strong runners. And literally all of our boys have consistently dropped time this year. In the last 3 meets, Wyatt's really dropped time each meet. He's consistently dropping, which towards the end of the season, your body's kind of screaming, it's tired, it's wore out. So to continue to drop time throughout the end of the season is pretty impressive.
I was about to say, what's kind of the strategy for districts? Because it's just around the corner.
It is, and we unfortunately need quite a bit of time for a couple of the boys to qualify. We're there, we're on the outside of it, but we're there. And we're going to go tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday, and going to run the course, kind of familiarize ourselves. Bailey got to run it 2 years ago, but we haven't run it since, and we don't run any open season meets there. So we're going to go out and do a little kind of recon and scope out the stuff and just kind of be ready. We've got an extra week here, and we'll protect our body here at the beginning, and then we'll put in a couple distance days. I think we'll be ready. I think we'll be able to drop some time too.
And how do you guys feel about districts? Of course, this is going to be your first district. Of Bailey, you've been through this. Kind of, what's since you've been through this, kind of what's the difference? You just feel the intensity throughout the week? I mean, what's the difference between a race like this and a race like districts?
There's definitely way more pressure to, like, you have to place. You have to do that. But I look at it as like it's a regular meet. There's no extra pressure. Just go out and run. You have to do you.
Why? What do you think?
It's my first district, so I'm nervous and excited at the same time because I don't know how to say it, but I'm just excited for it.
Absolutely, just a little anxiety, a little bit sounds like, but excited anxiety. All right, and
with us running in the city for a lot of our stuff, going down to Kansas City and out to Green Valley, Odessa, we've run in big meets, and so as they get to the starting line, I think they'll be comfortable. Like it's a big occasion, but it's not a huge meet. We've run in much bigger meets.
I was about to say Ray Pack.
Freak out, yeah. That down in Columbia, it was huge. 200 and 300 runners for the boys. Like it was huge. So this won't be that way. The difference here is, come middle towards the end of the race, we're counting places. We don't do that in other races. We just go and run hard.
Is that one of the reasons why you kind of throw them into that buzzsaw at the beginning of the year against Ray Pack, the Columbias?
Dick had started that, and it has just made sense. It makes us better. We're not freaked out by going to these larger meets at the end of the season because we've been in bigger ones. And we were literally the only small school at a couple of those, or definitely the smallest school at a couple of those early meets, which puts us at a disadvantage, but we still placed pretty well. Like as the boys team is getting 7th with all 5A and 6A schools, like we're doing just fine. And when it comes down here to the end, it really shows up. So it's a good move, and we're going to keep doing that. It's a long drive, really early mornings. They're like 6 a.m. Saturdays, but it really does pay off here at the end.
And final question goes to Bailey, MEC champion. That is a distinction a lot of high-level athletes have achieved, but it's you this year. I mean, how do you feel right now?
When we crossed the line, I was very, very excited. I had happy tears coming across the finish line. I didn't believe it happened, so.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.